Hi and welcome to day 1 of week 9 of Bulgarian Training, which is the first training cycle of 2021 for me. It's going to be, like I've always said, 3 strength training cycles, 1 purely cardio dedicated training cycle, and a fight camp, which basically just means maintaining all of my physical strength and cardio things and just really working on my taekwondo. So that's what I'm going to do this year. If all goes to plan, if the pandemic calms down, which I think it will, because I believe that a significant amount of people will be vaccinated in the later half of this year, and the national championships usually are in December. So if all goes to plan, I'll be able to compete this year. And so far, I'm on track. I squatted 112.5 and I felt strong. I also overhead pressed 60 kilos, which is matching my lifetime personal record matching my lifetime record. The best I've ever done in my life. And the reason I zoomed in so far is not because I have some form of cheating going on. It's simply because I pulled my shorts down all the way by accident when I slid back on the bench. And I'm not comfortable with showing my glutes on camera, or really my glutes with underpants on camera. So, you know what? I just, zoom in. Alright, what are you going to do? Like, seriously. It's better to just have that kind of weird footage than to have no footage. So I'm happy with that, and if you think I'm cheating in some way by zooming in and not showing any hidden bands or anything, well, you're going to be in for a surprise later in this week when I do the exact same weight with a better camera angle. But I think I have a good following. I get pretty much 0 negative comments nowadays, and I'm pretty confident in the fact that you guys trust me and I trust you guys for the most part. Alright, you always got to take it with a pinch of salt, because this is the internet. You never know what's happening or what's going to happen. It is what it is, but I trust my subscribers. I think you guys and girls are good people. Alright, 77.5 kilo clean. I'm happy with this because right now, I think this morning I weighed 74.2. I don't even know where I got 42 from. I weighed 74.2 kilos this morning. And to get 77.5 is a big personal record for me on the clean. And I'm happy with that. Felt strong, felt solid. Like I said, I'm proud of that lift. Even if it's not like the kind of lift that I brag about, I'm still proud of it. And now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the workout, alright? This is the stuff, the nitty-gritty. This is the stuff that fucking hurts, alright? One thing you'll notice here is I'm standing on a mat, alright? That red thing under my feet. I'm standing on a mat, which is probably about 2 centimeters thick, alright? Not quite an inch, but basically an inch for you Americans out there. So the better part of an inch. I'm standing on that, and I'm doing 3 sets of 17 rows with 60 kilos, right? Like 9 weeks ago, I was doing 3 sets of 8 with this weight. Now I'm doing 3 sets of 17, and I've also added the deficit. And wouldn't you know, in the third set, the muscle that I felt the most was not my biceps, it was not my lats, it was basically, if you see there, where my back is bending the most, so the lower part of my mid-back, right, where my back naturally bends by itself if you just try to, like, if I lean over, the place where my back bends the most, that is where I felt it the most, right, the spinal erectors there, they were smashed. And I think a part of it is because I hit a really big lifetime personal record, a deadlift of 150 kilos the other day. And if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you click on my channel icon and check that video out and like it, because that's a lift I'm very proud of. But even if you don't, it's important that you know that 150 is super fucking heavy for me, and it destroyed my spinal erectors. So basically, my fillets, the muscle that run down next to the spine that extend your back, they were crushed. And when you do deficit rows, right, look at my range of motion, right? Basically, the base of my neck is at the same height as my my psoas basically. So like the top of my spine is the same height as the bottom of my spine. Alright, when I'm starting the row, which basically means my back is parallel to the floor, basically 90 degrees, when I manage to keep my back straight, which is a crazy angle. And I think some people might have noticed I don't have crazy deadlift leverages. I feel like I have a pretty standard body, right? I don't have crazy squat leverages, don't have crazy deadlift leverages, don't have crazy bench leverages, right? My arms are fairly normal in length, I believe. I believe my legs and my torso and everything is pretty standard if you compare to my height, which is 181 centimeters. So really I have no lifts that I'm super good at, and I have no lifts that I'm super bad at either. I'm just kind of decent all-rounded-ish, and I'm not happy with my strength. That's just a thing. For those who have been watching me for a while, you might have noticed it. I don't really have any lift that I'm crazy good at. The one lift I would say I'm really good at is chin-ups. I did them at the end of this workout, after the rows. I did 17 chin-ups after rowing. Like, look at my face there. I'm putting an effort, right? And I'm taking long breaks in between reps, just taking a massive breath. Look at my face there, right? That is effort. I'm doing all of that. Then I rest like 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. And then I do the 17 chin-ups. All right, so say what you want about me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's chin-ups. All right, I've got strong biceps. I've got really strong lats, and yeah, it is what it is. I mean, this is my best lift. I don't know if you can call it a lift. I'm gonna call it a lift anyway, because weighted chin-ups is a lift, and chin-ups without weight is still. I'm gonna call my body weight a weight. So. Alright, this is a lift. Fuck it. This isn't a body weight exercise. This is a lift. Alright? This is a weightlifting channel. This isn't a calisthenics channel. And I'm not opposed to calisthenics. I might make videos in the future about calisthenics, but calisthenics is not my wheelhouse. Calisthenics is not my thing. Calisthenics is not what I built the base of my strength on. But anyways, thank you for watching, and now you're going to learn a bit about my jump rope, which I don't often film, so that's why I'm going to end this voiceover here. Goodbye. Woo! I usually don't include jump rope to these videos. I just do running, that's the only cardio I post on here. But I jump rope the other 6 days a week. I just jump rope for 8 minutes and 10 seconds, breathing purely through the nose. Working on that nasal cavity. I'm not getting congestion in my nose anymore. As you can hear, I'm breathing nice and clearly through my nose, even while doing intense exercise. And it's this stuff, right? Building up the calves, building up the tendons in your feet, building up the tendons in your ankles, building up the tendons in your knees, building up the stabilizers in your legs. All right, that's how you become a good martial artist. That's how you work on your footwork. Too many people want to work on their footwork when they're weak in all these little muscles. And you build them through volume. You build these tendons through volume, through working more and more. I started off by jumping 10 seconds, which was pathetically easy, and I added 10 seconds every workout. Now I'm at 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Tomorrow's 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Alright, so compounded increases, guys. And I know I don't usually post about the jump rope because it's boring, but if you do the math, I'm jumping about 125 to 130 jumps per minute, something like that, I think. And if you do the math and extrapolate it, I'm jumping more than 1,000 jumps. So that's a lot of jumping, and purely nose breathing, like I said. And last year, my record was 4 minutes and 40 seconds, I believe, and now I'm doing 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So clear progress has been made. I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably you can't see it very well, but I know that my calves have gotten a bit bigger. We'll see that in the future though, and yeah, I know I need to cut my toenails, but I'm going to do that today as well. Notice I'm still breathing from my nose and not through the mouth, alright? I'm breathing through the nose because the recovery breathing also has to be done through the nose. in order to get the full benefits. Now I'm rambling, and I know this is boring, but this is fucking important. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.